Hello everybody and welcome back to modded Minecraft from the KerPOWCraft Age of Heroes server. My name is Tolbert, I'm your host, and thanks for coming along. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Well, I'm having a not so great day today. The reason why is that I set up this infinite village breeder down here, which normally works in 1.12, but unfortunately it's not working here. I guess there are some additional villager mechanics involved here that make it so that villagers don't really pick up the potatoes, the carrots, the bread, or whatnot, and so this breeder really isn't working. If I trade with them, they'll go ahead and be willing to make babies and whatnot, but only for that one trade. I then have to come back and try to trade again, and I've traded with some of these guys, like this farmer, several times, and he is just refusing to do any kind of baby making whatsoever. So I'm gonna have to forego trying to make any kind of trading place, which I had reserved here. As you can see, future site of the trading hall, but unfortunately the trading hall is going to be non-existent. It's just not working. So as far as villagers go, I gotta try to keep those guys as safe as possible and try to get them to do their baby making thing as much as possible. But until then, we have another project to get done, and we're going to go ahead and use this area right here. The project that we have to do, or that we're going to do today, it is going to be a builder's hut, builder storage area type thing. So we're going to completely redesign this, take out all these blocks here, and let's see if we can't figure something out real quick. Alright, so I got some plans laid out here, and the reason why I'm doing this is that all over the place I have chests like this one filled with different kinds of stone, dirt, marble, wood. I got those three there. I got, I believe, 7 or so over that way. At least I had 7 or so over that way. And I got even more upstairs in that little cleric's tower there. And so I think we need a place to put them. And it's time to go ahead and build this place up. So the idea I had was this 4 or 5 wing place. So we go ahead and come in through the front door here. And then back in this area, this small little wing, we're going to have several chests that just have miscellaneous things in them. Things that are like 1 or 2 bits here and there, no big deal. But then we'll come over this way, and then down here we'll have like all the stone, and then all the dirt, sand, and gravel. Then coming back this way, we'll have everything wood related, and then everything nether related. So forth and so on. Here is what we're going to do. It should give us enough area to expand if I need to, because we're only going to be throwing caches in here, and we'll have about 10 caches against this wall, 10 caches against that wall, so we'll have room to expand onto this other walls here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little started here. And the idea is to do kind of a mixture of the blacksmith there and the greenhouse over there. You can see we're going to do the stone on bottom, but we're not going to have it recessed. Instead, we're going to have stairs, like similar to that one. And so let's start with getting the pillars in here that are going to be used for the main area. So there we have the basic outline of what we're going to be doing here. Once again, front end, and then miscellaneous, stone, gravel, sand, whatever. And I'm doing this all out of the fir wood because, once again, we have lots of fir around. So I did the bridge out of fir. I'm going to go ahead and do that out of fir as well. And so it's time for us to go ahead and move into getting the walls in here. And like I said, I'm going to start that with stone like we have the blacksmith here. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a bit of stone that we have. And apparently we have a lot of stone. I probably don't need all that much. Let's go with 8 stacks. So we're going to go ahead and change it into stone bricks. We're going to change some of it into stairs. And we're going to see if we can't do some mossy as well. Try to get that mixed in there, same as I got over here. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. All right, so there we go. We went ahead and got all the walls in, and you may be noticing that these don't quite look done yet. That's because, well, they're not done. Something else that I did was to go around and just bump out those end walls real quick. I figure we might be able to throw something in here, and I have a bit of an idea of something that actually should go into either side of these. And I'll get to that in a second, but for right now, we want to go ahead and get on in here and get this roof done, and also not let myself starve. So one thing that I want to do with the roof is I want to go ahead and try to take a page out of Python's book when it comes to the roofs. Here is where we're going to start with the oak stairs as an outer highlight, I guess you would say. So it's just like 1, 2, up and over, and then slab across to the other side. So let's go ahead and do that again over here, where we go ahead and have that down, and then go over 1, upside down, up again, upside down, and then slab. And I think that actually gives us a pretty nice defining roof there. So now the only thing to add on top of this is, well, one, I gotta get back on top in order to do this to make sure we get it correctly. So let me go ahead, hop up right here. We're going to go ahead and continue with the stone there. I guess it would help if I had the stone in hand. And that's where we're just going to go ahead and bring that right across, except right there we're going to do an upside down stair some sort. I'll use cobble for right now. So I can go ahead and hop on top of here and get right there in the corner. That should have done it. Yep. So there we go. That's what we're going to do at all these sides that don't have the fir wood going across the top. See, like over here, it's not going to be that kind of roof there, but on the edge here is where we'll go ahead and pop it up, bring it over, bring it back down. We can go ahead and get a nice constant roof like that. So let me go ahead and throw in all of these side pieces, and then we'll come back and get the rest of the roof done. So this is what we got going on. We're using that oak as the highlight going around the edges and down the middle, and I'm using birch because, once again, I am a fan of the birch. I like the way the lighter color of it looks. So we're go ahead and gonna do this all the way around. That keeps us a little bit of a lighter color and whatnot. And after I'm done going around that on the outside, we gotta curve this around a little bit on the inside. Thankfully, I still have some of these stairs here. And how we're gonna curve that is just like so. Just go ahead and throw that almost like a crown molding in there. Go ahead and give it a little bit of a curve, so to say. And then we'll figure out the inner lighting afterwards. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I like the way it's coming out, so let me go ahead and get the rest of this roof in, get this curve done, and we can see what else we got going on. Alright, so something I'm not liking about this right now is we come on inside, we have this strip of brown, a little bit darker than usual, going all the way through this thing. I do not like it. However, thankfully, those slabs up there are bottom slabs, so I can go ahead and fill this in. That's not going to be a problem. So we're just going to do that real quick all the way through this thing, and we should be good. Alright, so walls are done, roofs is done. If you come around to the inside, we have that nice little curve on the ceiling that does have all birch all the way around. So we got that light color. So now we just need to do a couple little things here to get this finished. One, we got to put in some glass. Two, we got to put in some lanterns on the walls here to go ahead and light this place up a bit. We're going to do the same kind of lanterns that we have inside of the powerhouse there. And then we can actually go ahead and start moving some things in there. So first, let me go ahead and say hi to Stithis and get these lanterns done and get them in there and lit. Then we can go ahead and continue. Except one thing I totally forgot about. What's the floor? Now, of course, I'm going to go with the tried and true usage of spruce planks here. Spruce planks always seem to do the best looking floors. So let me go ahead and clear this out, get the floor in, get the torch or get the lanterns up, get the door in, and then everything should be all set and ready to go ahead and move things in. Alright, overall, I am really enjoying the way this is coming together. I went and used the cyan glass because we had so much left over from the greenhouse over there. I figured I might as well use it. Plus, in addition, I still have a lot of it left over. I wasn't expecting to have that much left over afterwards, but overall it's nice. We got in a spruce floor here, and since this is modded Minecraft, and normally I'm a vanilla builder, well, I figured we'll go ahead and use the chisel here and go ahead and change things up a bit as far as that goes. So we took the spruce, regular spruce planks and changed them up a little bit and changed them to something different. Something new and unique. So we have that going on through here. We have all the lanterns here, and one thing about the lanterns, just in general, is that after you place a lantern, when you place it, it's not lit. It's not burning or anything like that. You actually got to take a flint and steel and light it, and then it will provide enough light to the area so that there shouldn't be any spawnable area inside of here. At least I don't think there is. As far as the roof goes, the roof is all stairs and slabs, so there shouldn't be any spawnable area up there either. Seeing as the top slabs there are on the bottom part of a block. So we should be good for everything there. Now it's time to go ahead and move on in some of the caches and get things started. And actually, speaking about that real quick, I have to go ahead and make a small correction that somebody else did inside the powerhouse here. If we go ahead and come on inside, let me go ahead and grab this wrench real quick. Somebody put in a cobblestone and limestone. Oh, and now I gotta get that one. Cobblestone and limestone that should not be in there. So unfortunately we have to remove those. And we're going to go ahead and take those over to the storage house here. And I'll just go ahead and do this in the dark real quick so you can see what I'm doing. And hopefully not get shot by that skeleton. Yeah, he's shooting at me, so no. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and take those and just bring them over here. And we're just going to start lining this wall with them, cobblestone, limestone. So that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and line these two walls like that, just on the lower, maybe on the upper if it's needed, but I don't think it's going to be needed on either side here. So we have 2, 4 areas that are all going to have caches. And like I said, back here, we're just going to line it with, I think iron chests would be good. We might do diamond chests. I'm not completely sure yet. Diamond chests do hold a lot. Hi, Mr. Skeleton. How you doing? I got something for you. It's called death. Thanks for coming along. Okay. So let's go ahead, get that, and we'll be back. Alright, so all the caches are now in here. If we go ahead and take a look, I even put an ender chest over here to access that. We have caches on this side for dirts and other things. Yeah, okay. Oh, I was missing a cache over here. But we have gravel, sand, and several kinds of dirt. We have spaces reserved for podzol and mycelium and glowcelium and whatnot. We have all of our stones over here. We have our marble, our limestone, andesite. Surprised I haven't come up to any granite yet. Maybe one day. Over here we have lots and lots of different kinds of woods, because apparently there are a lot of woods in this mod pack. And of course we have things from the nether, including bone blocks that grow in the nether, different kind of basalt, and several other things. So really with this we're almost done. There's just a couple things I want to put in. One of which is in this little alcove and the alcove over there. I want to put in a high-speed pulverizer and a redstone furnace. But first, in order to do that, that means I need to run some wires all the way over to the blacksmith to get power from underneath there. So let me go ahead and dig a nice little tunnel, run the wires over, fill it back in, and work on getting that pulverizer and redstone furnace. Okay, so the power lines have been run. They go from here underneath the ground and then over to the powerhouse over there. We got our augmentations of auxiliary reception coils in here to make them high speed. And I have to make sure to disable the outputs here, just in case I put something next to them that they could possibly go out into, which would probably be a chest or something. And honestly, that actually would probably be a good idea. Do I have any iron or diamond chests on me is the question. And I don't think I do. I have one iron chest on me. I'll go ahead and use that one for now. We'll put that right in the middle and we'll go ahead and have these output to the side as the orange there. Orange being that way it gets both the items, not just one or the other. So I need to make another iron chest to put on the other side. But also in addition to that, I made these little trap doors here, and we're going to use these as like countertops. Why, you may ask, do we need countertops here? Well, we're just going to spruce the place up just a little bit. And we're going to put these around in several locations. And we're going to use them to, like I said, just make it a little bit nicer. And I am missing caches over there. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be 7, not 6. Ah, that's okay. No, it should be 6, not 7. I have too many caches over here. So one, we're going to shorten this down a little bit. Let me go ahead and grab my wrench here and let's pop those off. Like that. And okay, we can see what has what. Good. So those two are empty. Good. All right, so just like that. And like I said, I'm going to throw in these as countertops, and then what we're going to do, we're just going to grab out of the flour bin here. Let's grab that. Let's grab an allium. And let's go with a bluebell. So that's what we're going to do around here. We're actually going to use these to put flower pots on top and go ahead and throw in some flowers. Ooh, except the bluebell will not go in there. Gonna have to choose something else. Let's go with a blue orchid. Blue orchids are always nice. So just like so. I'm going to throw flower pots on top of each of these so we at least have something nice to look at. And I'll get that other chest over there and we'll do some more bits and bobs outside real quick. Because there's one other thing I want to do before the end of this episode. So let me go ahead and get that done and I'll come back. Alright, so I got that other iron chest in now. And so everything should be all set up with those. Shouldn't be anything in them at the moment. And I went ahead and at all the nooks, I put in these little flower areas. And all the crannies, I went ahead and put in all of the little bushes. So nooks and crannies, flowers and bushes. Went ahead and put in a whole bunch of lanterns as well. Try to light up the area a little bit. And so everything is looking a whole lot better now. And so for the last thing I want to do for this episode, I will meet you back at spawn for. So here I am back at spawn, and you can see I got my good armor on, I got my good weapons as well, because what I plan to do now is to find out where a stronghold is. It's time to figure out where the end is located at. And apparently we have to go in a northeast direction. Barely saw that. Can I get that back? All right. So let's go ahead and head on out and see where the Ender Eyes take us. Let me get to another open area somewhere here. There are so many trees around, it's bloody annoying. But we're going to find our way to a stronghold. And apparently we got to keep on heading northeast. So let me go ahead, follow these, and let's see what we come across as far as the stronghold goes. All right, I believe I'm somewhere close to the sweet spot here. If I throw it that way, it is off towards the north. I'll make sure to get that back. But then also, if I come a bit further this way, if I drop down here carefully, and we'll come across this way a little bit. And from here, well, not to the north, but to the south. So I believe the sweet spot is right around, actually right around here. If I throw it from here, I don't see it going anywhere. I hear it breaking, but I don't see it. So I believe right below, oh, there it is right there. So it's got to be right around here. Right around this area, which is 867, 75, negative 1,755. So let me go ahead and dig down, and let's see if we can't find this place. And I'm going to call that a pretty good digging spot because I came right down on top of it. And what I want to do, I just want to step inside just to get the achievement for being inside this place. Let's see if I can't grab that achievement real quick. No. I guess there isn't an achievement for coming in here. Unless I already got it. I may have already gotten it when I came down. But alright, at least now I know exactly where it's at. It came down right on top of the spiral staircase, which kind of works out for me. So now I'm going to go ahead, get out of here, and head on back to my little base town area. Alright, so there we go. The storage house is done. The stronghold has been located, and now it's time to let everybody else know on the server where exactly that's at. And we can actually start planning on taking out the end dragon, which I have a feeling is going to be extremely hard to do, especially with how this mod pack is on the monsters getting harder the further away from spawn. And I'm pretty sure the end dimension is pretty far away from spawn. As I just heard an Enderman jump around somewhere. I better look up and make sure he doesn't see me. So till next time, everybody, take care, be well, and I hope to see you again soon.